Okay, so it
Drink
says,
your energy drink.
so comedians are worried about their safety on stage following Will Smith's slap at the Oscars.
What the heck?
Not hard to believe, in my humble opinion. Not hard to believe at all. Comedians and celebrities around the world have growing concerns with Will Smith's Oscar slap may have a trickle-down effect to comedy shows, even at the local level. I don't think you have anything to worry about, because just remember, you are not rich. You are not a celebrity.
Yep.
You are not famous. You do not have the same protections that Will Smith has when he goes up and slaps Chris Rock.
True.
If you were slapping a comedian who was also like you, like on your level, maybe if you're a comedian,
local
he's a comedian,
right.
and you guys, oh man, they're going to start turning this into pro wrestling where they're going to start staging this stuff. We're like, oh, Joe Schmo at the so-and-so comedy store at the Comedy Factory slapped the crap out of this guy. Their
Like,
feud's
oh,
been
gosh.
going on for years, and Vince McMahon will be in the background. Like,
That sounds great.
Kayfabe
Let's do
is
it.
alive and
Let's
well.
do it.
So Smith attracted him. Okay, blah 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 blah. It says Rock said so. They go down through the joke, and I just thought this was it was Mark Hamill's thing that I thought was interesting. Hamill's tweet says stand-up comics are very adept at handling hecklers. Violent physical assault, not so much.
Yeah, understandable.
Ugliest Oscar moment ever. Why did he underscore? Does that even work in a hashtag?
I don't know. I didn't know
Can you
it did.
underscore in a hashtag?
Sometimes,
Apparently.
yeah.
I don't think you can do
depends.
numbers in hashtags.
No,
you
you can.
No,
can't?
I don't think you can. No, because people were trying to hashtag 1984 and they're like, oh my gosh, it didn't show up.
You
I'm like,
can-
no, numbers don't show up.
Really?
Yeah.
Instagram allows you.
Oh,
I don't think so.
know. I don't think
so.
it does on Twitter.
Wait,
Yeah.
let's Google this.
Yeah, I'm going to try it now.
Hamill's tweet drew distinction between speech and action, which American radio personality Howard Stern echoed on SiriusXM. You don't hit people over speech, certainly not at the Academy Awards. I like how elitist that is. I mean, you might do it in your backwater pleb hole wherever you guys hang out, but here at the rich, famous, and sophisticated Academy Awards, it's just not something you
It's simply
do.
not done, Brett.
You just do not do that. It says,
Indeed.
he says, and Will Smith's got to contain himself. Jim Carrey agreed. You don't have the right to walk up on stage and smack somebody in the face because they said words. Kathy Griffin went on to express concern that many comedians are likely to feel now. Sorry, I have no sympathy for Kathy Griffin.
Nope, me either.
Let me tell you something. Griffin tweeted, "It's a very bad practice to walk up on stage and physically assault a comedian." Kathy, it is bad practice to walk up and physically assault anyone.
That's right.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
It's also bad practice. Okay,
This
I won't
is
get into Kathy Griffin.
check your comedian privilege.
Seriously.
It's okay. She's a female comedian. Sometimes they're a hit or miss.
The great was it says Amy Schumer
Sometimes.
runs in terror after finding out it's now okay to slap people for bad jokes.
no.
Also, I want to track back to the hashtag comment. So it says on myadvice.com, hashtag 101, hashtags can only contain letters and numbers and underscores, no special characters.
I swear there's one of them that didn't include numbers.
Twitter does not allow you to tweet a hashtag. I
Instagram
just
might.
tried it.
Instagram
yeah,
will.
might. Yeah.
Okay.
Just a
All right.
platform. for
Yeah.
your tweets.
We're in the
so-
Twitter sphere right here.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. Twitter is
Yeah.
weird.
but Twitter did let them use underscore, but not.
Yeah,
won't
they'll let you use
them-
underscore.
Okay, so
Yeah.
now. I wonder why. Now I want to know why the underscore.
Well,
why was ugliest
to be, like,
was
underlined.
ugliest Oscar moment ever taken for something else
I don't know.
or something?
Just trying to be dramatic, I'm sure.
You
I
should
think
click on it.
Mark
It's Jim
Hamill.
Carrey kissing Alicia
Oh
Silverstone.
gosh.
There is no Rob Schneider is super awesome. He says there is never an excuse for violence ever.
All right, we got it.
I think I got all of
Oh
them.
my God. You should make that into a remix.
Let me tell you something. It's a very bad practice to walk up on stage and physically assault a comedian. Now we all have to worry about who wants to be the next Will Smith in comedy clubs and theaters. Again, they will not have the same privilege. They will get thrown out and hit by the very burly security guards that you all employ.
Yeah.
So I don't think you have to worry about that because normal people who do not have that level of privilege will not be able to just get off scot-free and walk back to their table.
They probably wouldn't even be able to get up to the stage.
Yes,
Because
they would be
bouncers are
stopped
gonna
by.
come stop
Listen,
you.
I want to see a documentary about the bouncer who fell asleep on the job and was supposed to stop Will Smith.
Right?
And
he failed.
he gets fired. They're like, "Why didn't you do your job?"
Why didn't they stop him?
I-
Interesting.
Very interesting questions we're drawing
Maybe it's
here.
a very short security guard. And he's like, nah, Will Smith is 6'2". I
Yeah,
can't
he's
do
way too
it.
big.
Did anybody see the video of Will Smith slapping, showing kindergartners how to slap people.
Yeah, I sent you that
No,
article. It's so
interesting.
dumb.
Yeah, it's like it's great. It's,
Huh, I'm gonna have to look that up.
he uses
awesome.
he goes with a left-handed slap with the kids.
Right.
It's also one of those instances where all the kids are wearing masks, and of course the celebrities are all unmasked, which is very annoying.
Yeah, we're plebs.
So it says, after arguably the most viral moment of 2022, war, famine, inflation, all this
Not
stuff,
viral.
not important. People smacking each other at an elitist award show where they all walk away with $140,000 gift bags. Totally important.
Yeah, so important. The most important.
So then, here's why it's important for Chris Rock, though, because sure, everyone else is afraid, but Chris Rock is about to go. Ticket sales reportedly surge after Oscar slap. Here's where you can buy passes to see him on tour. So his ticket prices went up,
Tenfold.
and
Yeah.
he is he's seeing a unexpected bump in interest.
How convenient.
He should start doing all physical comedy.
Yeah, so anybody can.
A mallet. He should bring back the thing where the guy who like hits with the
some
sled.
Three Stooges. Yeah.
Or like no, who's the guy who used to smash watermelons with a sledgehammer?
Oh, I can't remember who that was.
I'll Google it.
Good for that guy though.
Yes,
that sounds like a great.
there's a
gig.
fantastic episode of Hawaii Five-0 where like a character is doing that, and they explain how like to this girl who's like she's like a scientist. Of course, she's a hot
Leo
scientist.
Anthony.
It's not the name they listed in the show.
Oh.
Maybe it was like a stage name.
But it is, yeah. So they explain how like this guy used to do this, and they're like yeah, people would go up on stage and just smash stuff with a he'd smash watermelons with a hammer. She's like, and people found that funny. He goes, it was the '80s.
yeah, of course. That sounds great. This is like a much better time than what we have now.
We can laugh about
Comedians.
stupid things.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. Sounds good.
I love the idea that it's like it was the '80s.
Of course. Yeah, duh.
There was heroin and cocaine everywhere, and it was a different
Good
time.
old time.
The 57-year-old comedian is scheduled to perform multiple shows at Boston's Wilbur Theater beginning Wednesday, March 30th. Tickets for Rock's comedy shows are available at Ticketmaster. And then it says right here that it says tickets price jumped from $46 to upwards of $300.
Yep.
So, there is the Smith. It's like we had like the Smithflation.
Yeah.
There's Smithflation on those Chris Rock tickets that you're gonna have to pay
Yes,
for.
I love it.
Rock. Meanwhile, every time I read Rock, I think of The Rock.
The Rock.
There was a
yeah.
great meme where somebody hit The Rock,
Making the
his
joke,
face
right.
on as The Rock doing his pose on the top rope. So it says also the first thing people did after this happened was now whenever something like this happens, somebody pulls together like a WWE 2K23
Yeah.
and makes create a character of Will Smith and Chris Rock beating the crap out of each other in a ring.
Yes.
He's also booked to perform in DC, Los Angeles, Baltimore, New York, Atlanta, Chicago. So he's gonna keep doing fine, and
Of
his
course he
tickets.
will.
Yes, it says prices for the prior to the Oscar incident, tickets were priced at around $50 each. At press time, tickets for Rock's show in Boston on Wednesday were like $460 and up, and they were sold out. Like I imagine after this happening, he goes, "Whoo, you just made me a lot of money."
That softens that blow
Yep.
for sure.
Yep. So, dude, that'd be funny if that was what this is all about. It was all it's like, man, I need my ticket
That's why
prices to
people
go up.
think it was staged.
That'd be a great movie for somebody to make. So,
Yeah.
just pointing out that the biggest winner in all of this really is Chris Rock.
Sure is.
He
Yes.
did win. Face pad or not, I don't know if there was actually a face pad on there, but if there wasn't,
know.
he took the slap for the. He's like sitting up there waiting. He's like, come on, $200 price hike, $200 price hike,
go,
smack
let's
me.
Yeah.
So, all right, we're gonna move on. This is a sadder thing to talk
Oh,
about
yeah.
before the end here. This broke just before we recorded today. It says Bruce Willis is set to retire from acting due to aphasia diagnosis. Aphasia is it's like a speech basically like he's not able to pronounce
He
right.
can't speak. So
can't speak.
okay, so this is interesting. I
Yeah.
actually went over to the Daily Mail because the Daily Mail is great about explaining conditions like this in the article. And what I found was their little explainer talking about how many Americans have it.
Yeah.
It says about 1 million Americans have aphasia, the National Institute of Health reports, and around 180,000 people are diagnosed with it every year. So it's not uncommon, but it's kind of interesting. How old is he?
He was born in 55. I saw.
He's not that old. He's only in his 60s.
He's born in 1955. Could this be somebody put early dementia, early onset? Could it be CTE, something to do with a concussion, or is it just?
To me, this looks more like, okay, so when I worked with people who had aphasia, it was related to something like a stroke. So I'm
Yeah.
curious if maybe he had a stroke and nobody wants to talk about it.
I wonder why.
Yeah, obviously. I don't know.
I have no clue.
guy.
What could that be?
Well, there can be
Um,
infections to cognitive decline, and dementia.
But they don't. To be fair, they don't say that. They don't say what caused it. But yeah. So he's only in his 60s.
Right.
And he still had a long. He still has a. Does this shorten your lifespan?
No.
Aphasia? Oh, it's just going to make cognitively he will have trouble finding words.
So it makes it harder to speak, which is going to mean it's going to be harder for him to probably eat because he's not going to be able to find stuff that he's like. He should still be able to write. He should still have other ways to communicate with people. It'll just be hard for him to talk, which obviously makes
For his job,
impossible. Yeah.
essentially impossible.
Yeah.
So it says, the statement continued, it says, as a result, okay, so I'm just going to read the statement. It says, a joint statement was posted on his family's social media accounts explaining that Willis had been experiencing some health issues and had recently been diagnosed with aphasia, which is impacting his cognitive abilities. As a result of this, and with much consideration, Bruce is stepping away from the career that has meant so much to him.
That's too bad.
I know.
This looks like he has the worst form of aphasia, which is called primary progressive aphasia, which
Yeah.
affects all of the ways you can communicate, including reading and writing.
That is
Oh
awful.
no.
Yeah, really tough. So that'd be cognitive.
As a result of this, and with so it says the statement continued. This is a really challenging time for our family, and we are so appreciative of of your continued love, compassion, and support. We are moving through this as a strong family unit, and wanted to bring his fans in because we know how much he means to you,
Yeah.
as you do to him.
I will say that the people that I worked with and the Daily Mail confirms this is that stroke victims in particular that suffer from aphasia can regain their speech, and often with only a few weeks. So if this was a stroke and they're just not telling us, there's a chance that he might be able to bounce back from this.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
As Bruce always says, live it up, and together we plan to do just that. Willis, who is 67, rose to fame on the TV show Moonlighting before establishing himself as a prolific action star known for his wry delivery.
Love him.
Aside from the Die Hard films, he's also won plaudits for his roles in such films as Pulp Fiction, The Fifth Element, The Last Boy Scout.
So good.
The Last Boy Scout is fantastic.
good. All of
12
this.
Monkeys, The Sixth Sense, Looper, Moonrise Kingdom. I would also like to include the underrated underrated film Lucky Number 11 with Josh Hartnett.
Interesting.
And he's a fantastic actor. I also, guilty pleasure of mine is the G.I. Joe movies that I know are awful.
Yeah.
But much like a Michael Bay movie, I don't care.
Yeah, it doesn't
I love
matter.
them
Yep,
anyways.
you're allowed to love them.
I can, if it means that Adrian Padalecki has to look attractive in a red dress, so be it.
Sounds like a win to me.
This is what we're fighting for.
That's right. Thank you, Brett.
For movies to be
Real
made,
things.
to bring back movies like that.
That's right.
Fun, dumb humor. It's so it says he also made 3 albums as a singer. I forgot about that as well. He was a prolific musician as well.
That's right. I forgot.
Yep. So it says one of the most bankable stars of the 80s and 90s. Willis also carved out a substantial niche in family comedies, most notably voicing a baby on Look Who's Talking and its sequel.
Oh my gosh.
He has been. I forgot about that. He has made 3 albums as a singer. His cover of Under the Boardwalk got to number 2 on the UK charts and starred in multiple stage productions, making his Broadway debut in 2015 in the revival of Misery. Wilson was married to actor. They don't use actress. They don't use actress. They don't want that gendered language.
Oh, how annoying.
Demi Moore for 23 years. They share 3 daughters. He also has 2 daughters with his second wife, Emma Hemming Willis. In recent years, Willis has been continuing. They just talk about he's continued his action career. Red, The Expendables.
Right, yeah.
But what's crazy is he is so prolific. If you go to his IMDb, I don't have it up there, but if you look on here, he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 things still waiting to come out.
Wow.
2 completed and 6 in post-production.
Wow.
All of which will come out. Just really, really hard to see something like this happen to somebody that, even if you've never watched one of his movies, everyone knows who Bruce Willis is and knows what he looks like.
He's great. Yeah.
I mean, Split. I don't know if you guys saw Glass or Split or
I saw like a preview for it, and I really wanted to watch it, but you know how I am with horror movies. I don't like them.
It's not really a horror movie.
It's like a thriller.
It's a Shyamalan.
I like
Shyamalan.
Yeah.
Unbreakable. It was like if you guys want homework, go see if you can find the movie Unbreakable. It's basically before there were superhero movies on the regular. This was a M. Night Shyamalan movie that's a superhero movie without being a superhero movie.
Interesting.
So something worth checking out.
For sure.
It's just one of those things, man. Like, this stuff happens. I'm gonna go watch The Fifth Element tonight.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch Pulp Fiction again. for
Yeah,
sure.
and definitely it's just really makes me, because this stuff, like, I don't know if it's just because I'm paying such close attention to stuff now. So many people die.
Yeah,
So many people die.
Yeah.
Like, celebrities
People
die
die
all the time.
Do you think it's because you're getting closer to like older age? That
No,
you
no.
notice
I mean, that's.
I'm joking.
I'm not-
joking. I'm just jabbing.
I'm not looking at the more. I'm like in my 30s.
Are you getting close to
life
death,
is-
Brett?
I'm just,
going.
I'm
Life
just
is-
poking fun at him. It's okay.
Life is long,
That's
man.
right, yeah.
And I maintain that if you make enough bad decisions, life takes a long time to get through. So if I make enough, just the
Horrible
right,
choices.
just the right amount of bad decisions, so that it doesn't ruin my life, but also doesn't make life feel too blissful,
Yes,
I'm gonna get the most out of
perfect.
it. Perfect.
I respect it.
We should all watch Armageddon.
100%.
Yes,
Yeah.
okay.
We
Yeah.
should all watch. I can't drink, but everyone could get drunk, watch Armageddon, and talk about the really badass line where he says, "And none of them want to pay taxes again."
I
Ever.
love that guy.
We can do coffee shots.
Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah, I'll do caffeine.
And Hudson Hawk. So this is just one of those things. It bums me out, but it's like, how do you deal with this stuff on a daily basis in this industry? You do it by celebrating the stuff that they made,
Yeah.
and acknowledge that, if he can't act, he's still going to, whether he works through charities, just takes time and does stuff with his family.
Yeah, I think
he's
that's
earned
good.
that.
Yeah,
he's earned
100%.
that. I mean, he's not going to be. He's not hurting for money, I am sure.
Oh yeah,
So he's gonna be able to live comfortably, and that's a blessing.
yeah, 100%.
It's
feel
just I thought that was how we were going to end the show, but I do want to end the show on a positive
Okay,
note.
let's do the positive.
So
note. I like
Miracle
this.
found me this article, and actually I found a different version of the article. If I could find my cursor there, there it is. Twitch streamers are catching 1 million Pokemon in childhood cancer research fundraiser.
Aw, that's
I think
cute.
it's so cute.
Yeah.
So it says a group of Pokemon Twitch streamers are holding a 7-day event to raise $100,000 for St. Baldrick's Foundation. St. Baldrick might be the coolest name ever.
Great. Yeah.
Helping to fund childhood cancer research projects across the world. The goal of the event is for the streamers to catch a collective of 1 million Pokemons.
Mons. Yeah.
They'll be doing this by using a Twitch app that tracks the number of Pokemon caught across all participants' streams. If you're a streamer and you register to take part in the event and have approved, all you need to do is be live and streaming while you catch Pokemon with the app
Cool.
enabled to join the tally.
That sounds fun.
So I was originally going to skip this one because it was old. The article was old, but
Yeah.
this hasn't taken place yet. This doesn't take place until the first week of
interesting.
April.
Yep.
Right. So, or it gets going in April, and it's like everyone can be involved as long
Yep,
as they
That's
sign up
great.
for it. Right.
Yeah,
So
you don't have to be a big streamer.
every single game for the red and blue onward counts towards the goal. You might catch streamers on the original Platinum, or the newer Sword and Shield, or Ultra Sun and Moon. All the while, they'll be raising money to help with cancer research. You can also donate through their website directly if you want to help out.
That's awesome.
Aside from the weeks-long catch-a-thon, there are two teams streaming Twitch Play. Plays Pokemon Red and Blue. The teams are being helmed by Bruce Green and how do you pronounce that one, Miracle? Kara Corvus.
Yeah.
Using chat, viewers can send commands to play the games, and these are bundled with the overall charity fundraising week. So there's a lot of work went into putting this together.
Yeah, it's an organization.
This is where all those pesky administrative costs go.
That's right.
Yeah.
When you're discussing, I am always critical of charity.
Yes.
You should never contribute to a charity without doing your due diligence first
100%.
to make sure that the money is actually going where they say it's going.
Yeah.
But whether these streamers did their due diligence, I care more that they actually care enough that they're maybe this charity is great, maybe it's not, but the streamers are not thinking that way. The streamers care.
Yeah,
They-
I am familiar with St. Baldrick's, and they used to do they used to call them like shave-a-thons. People would
Okay.
shave
Yeah.
their
Shave their
heads
heads,
for St. Patrick's Day. That
Okay.
was part of their celebration, at least in Colorado where I used to be. And I thought that was awesome. And as far as I know, they're a really good charity. So
So if they did their due diligence and this is a great
Exactly.
charity to
Yes.
give to, then this is something that I absolutely applaud.
yes,
So
100%.
it says, as for the charity itself, we'll just we'll do that here. It says, as for the charity itself, St. Baldrick's Foundation aims to support children diagnosed with cancer by funding better treatments and research for cures. As they say on their website, they don't, quote, just give to one hospital. They support virtually every institution with the expertise to treat kids with cancer across the U.S. You can donate to the general fund directly with any amount you see fit. It should be
Copy
CFIT.
editing.
Whether it's one-time or monthly payment, or you can take part in the Pokemon event running from April 24th to April 30th. So that's about a month away.
That's awesome.
I had a conversation with I think it was with Dane, where we were talking about the term awareness in research in these
Yeah.
things, which to me
raise
always comes across
awareness.
as a huge grift. Like, by promoting themselves, they're raising awareness. So where does the money actually go? It just gets folded right back
Wink,
into yes, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Bob's your
Don't
uncle.
like
Like the awareness one is like, everyone's aware of breast cancer,
Yeah, exactly.
dude. I was like, there is no dude out here raising testicular cancer awareness.
Should be.
To
It
this.
kills more
I mean,
people.
that's what I'm saying. But I mean, I'm sure there is a charity for it. But most men, if you have a doctor, and most women, if you have a doctor, are going to tell you at a certain age you have to get a mammogram. At a
Yeah.
certain age, you have to get a prostate exam.
Yeah.
The charity raising awareness always comes across as like, we're raising money for ourselves. This is not that. This is a
Yeah.
charity that's clearly doing good works in the community,
Yes.
and we should support that.
Yeah, that's great.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is really fun. Like, you get to play video games with the
Yes,
community.
for good cause.
Yep.
I like
And
that.
that's anytime you can get people on what they're passionate about, I suppose that's a
Yes.
good thing, right?
Yes.
Should we tell our coworker Brian to play this?
Does he play the game?
Yep.
Then yeah,
Cool.
maybe
yeah,
we should.
heck yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Tell him about that.
Yeah, send him
awesome.
the article and go like, you should enter.
Do it.
Miracle, you have hands. You could
Do
send him the article right this
Okay,
second.
I'm using your laptop.
You need to stop doing that.
Oh yeah.
I'm getting my own Mandela effect where I'm like, I don't remember sending myself this article. And then I'm like,
No, it was
Miracle sent it to me
Yeah.
from while we were recording.
from her own, from your laptop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't remember. I was like, I would never send myself that. What was I doing on Anime News Network?
Whoa, that's weird.
Yeah.
Brett, you're being
What?
gaslit.
You asked me.
No, I know. I usually prefer you do it when we're not recording.
I mean,
It's just funny.
You're like a desk job, 9 to 5. You could be sending me stuff all day.
yeah.
And
Hey,
you're
that's a good
sending me
idea.
stuff like while we're recording.
yes.
Frankly, it's rude.
Oh, is it?
Well, I'm listening. I'm actively listening.
Very actively. Yeah.
I am raising awareness for listening.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah,
I-
exactly.
I am raising listening awareness. That is
right.
what I'm doing.
Exactly. If you don't realize, I'm technically like security.
Yes.
Yeah.
she is.
There you go.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm
scared. I'm scared already.
Yeah. I'm
Oh.
terrified.
Yeah, exactly. I protect you
Yes.
and
Scary.
Lydia's life
Yeah.
and maybe the camera's lives.
This is true.
Camera.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Good times.
Mm-hmm.
Good times.
But yeah, I'll send this article over to Brian and tell him it's from me because I messaged Andy using your computer and I was like, this is Miracle. And he's like, what?
What? You blew his mind. Oh my gosh.
It is what it is, my friends. Thanks for watching this clip, guys. If you want to see full episodes or follow us on social media, links are in the description below. Bye.
Bye.